another episode of Tock Next Block, the live Bitcoin game show where you play for 1 million Satoshis. And by the way, if you managed to watch last week's game, then you know it is in fact possible to win 1 million sat on. Now, I need to take a second because I'm hearing myself through my own computer. Okay. You can win 1 million Satoshis on this game show, and we are going to play today with Candy from Guatemala as soon as we can get her backstage. Um, if you are in the chat and you want to play this game as well, we will put a link in the chat for you, and you can click that sucker, jump backstage, and if Candy goes down in a ball of flames, you can be up next. Let's take a minute to just review this week before we get started, okay? Because there has been a lot that has happened. Bitcoin has dipped. It has officially dipped. And that doesn't feel great for a Bitcoin standard business like ours. But if you're an individual person, everything is just fine. And quite frankly, everything is just fine for us here at Sat Chats as well, because we are crushing, and we are going to become the world's biggest Bitcoin welcome center. We've got the winning mix, folks. We're already on our way. I was talking to Chappie yesterday morning about my style. Who am I? How can I analyze how I work, what I value? Something really interesting that she pointed out to me. I'm a big fan of zooming out. I'm a big fan of not like what does today look like or what does tomorrow look like, but like what have the past 5,000 years been like? What are the next 5,000 years going to look like? It really helped me to zoom out from this dip. Okay. Obviously, you should be stacking some Satoshis. I buy every single week automatically, thanks to Bitcoin. Well, nice and easy. I know I'm buying the dip. It's all good. But a lot of people on Twitter, a lot of other Bitcoin shows, they're like, hey, man, what's going on? Are we in a bull market? Why is it dipping? How come, win Lambo, Senor Gringo. He's like, dude, win Lambo. Bitcoin is negative for the year is what he says. It's not a good look. And we actually just brought our first guest back for a Bitcoin baby update where his Satoshis had lost value and had actually lost more value than the loss in the dollar's purchasing power. And it was not a juicy moment for the show whatsoever. But he was a long-time Bitcoiner, and he was like, guys, it doesn't matter. Don't worry about it. Keep stacking. Don't look. Just accumulate and look away. So this morning, I was thinking to myself, what kind of message can I share with you Satillionaires here on this Friday morning to help you zoom out from this dip? And here it is. This dip is not the news. The fact that we just hit 95% supply, that is the news. What's going on, Suleiman? Renato, YouTube didn't notify you. Yeah, we've got our big heavy guy Reggie on vacation this week. So Anna Bevan and Zara and I are just putting together this stream for you as much as we can. And Zara, try to mute the computer in the production studio so I don't get blasted in my ears by like another Windows sound that's going to make me feel like the earth is shattering around me. Anyways, 95% supply. That's the news, y'all. That is the news. If you go to Clark Moody's dashboard, you will see that we just recently, last week maybe, we hit 95% supply. Now, over the next 10 years, we will slowly issue more Bitcoin into the network until we hit 99% total supply issued. And then it's going to take another 100 plus years for the remaining 1% to get issued out to the network through Bitcoin mining. So these next 10 years are what Michael Saylor has called the Bitcoin gold rush, which, man, you can't get away from gold as hard as you try. It's just part of our language, isn't it? For the next decade, you've got a chance to stack as many sats as you can from the roughly 1 million or so coins that are going to be put out there, right? And actually, let's do this math real quick. If I try to calculate 4% of 21 million, then that means we've got 840,000 Bitcoin over the next 10 years. There's going to be 840,000 fresh coins, okay, over the next 10 years. And if all 8 billion of us are trying to stack, what is that? 100. Okay. Add some more zeros. If all 8 billion of us are trying to stack, then your fair share of the freshly minted coin over the next 10 years is, dude, 10,500 Satoshis? Something super small. We should do the math on that. What is your fair share of the network over the next 10 years? If all 8 billion of us are stacking those coins equally, that would be fascinating. Stack those Satoshis. Don't worry about the dip. Remember that you're supposed to be stacking with money you're not going to need for a while anyways. And let's just have some fun. Okay, that's my little PSA zoom out moment for the week. Let's start playing this game. Zara, if you'll pull up the very first slide in our game set, we're going to start walking through this so that we can play with Candy. This program is going to be in Spanish, so buckle in for the ride, folks. I'm going to do as much of it as in English as possible because even though Senor Gringo has landed himself a nice Latina, he ain't fluent yet, y'all, okay? And my boy Suleiman, the Million Sats winner, who is in the chat right now and absolutely strapped on an Iron Man suit of Chinese AI plus the transcript of everything we've done, he's going to start Sat Chat's Urdu, I'm telling you all, and he's going to be ripping on Bitcoin for all the Urdu speakers in his neck of the woods. So we've got TikTok next block here for Friday, December 5th. Let's go to the next slide, Zara. And Abes, if you could have number 79 bring me something to drink. My throat's already getting parched. Here we go. Look at this. Suleiman is the first to win. Look at that. Suleiman is the Pakistani Colossus. Okay. I knew he was going to walk away with the win, and by God, Odin, he did it. Congratulations. Let's just do like a little congratulations to Suleiman. The proof of work was there for you, man. I mean, I am really impressed with the work you did to prepare yourself to win that game, and you took it away very handily. So next slide, Zara. Let's see what we got here. 32 Spanish words. You should be able to understand a percentage of today's show, senor. But I'll make sure to, I'll speak in Spanish and I'll speak in English, just like we did the first time that Candy showed up. Now, here's the top 3 players. You can see Suleiman is now at the top. He got kicked off in September and now has not only regained the top 3, but is firmly in first place with 1.2 million sats. And you can see I put 1W next to his name because now I'm tracking the number of wins for Suleiman. He has 1 win. Candy has decided that she can't stand for Suleiman to be at the top of the scoreboard. So she has gotten angry down there in Guatemala. She's rolled up her sleeves and she's ready to get 600 or 700,000 Satoshis on today's episode so that she can knock the Pakistani Colossus back down to the silver slot. Now, you can see I put a Q11 next to her name because the farthest she has gone is question number 11. You'll remember there are 14 total. All right, who's in the third slot? It's a new contender. Dante, who is marching through our library of content in order, and at last check-in was somewhere in the 50s. He did a back-to-back session, okay, and is now up to just behind Candy. The farthest he's ever gone is question number 13. And you might not be able to see it because I think my picture-in-picture is blocking it, but it says number 18, Dad. I put a little something at the bottom. Honorable mention to number 18, Dad, and to BTC Fanny Packer. They are not in the top 3 anymore, thanks to Suleiman, but they do get the distinction of both having seen the million sats question. Only 3 players have gotten to the million sats question, and Suleiman is the only one to get it right. Let's go to the next slide. Senor is needing to get back on the podium. You do need to get back on the podium. Let's talk about how to play this game. All of you OG chatillionaires already know, but if you're brand new to this live stream here on YouTube and X and Twitch, here's how you play. There are 14 blocks all chained together that stand between you and 1 million sats. Whoa, the fizzy water's catching up to me. That's my cute way of saying 14 trivia questions. You're going to have 21 seconds to answer each question once I'm done reading it. If you get the question right, you're going to earn some beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Satoshis. Okay, you can walk away at any time to keep those Satoshis. That's what Candy did the last time she was on the show. She walked away after getting question number 11 correct, and she took those sats, which Renato, I'm happy to say, I did in fact freaking pay her, okay? And she is driving that into her dog's surgery. We're going to learn how her dog is doing here in a moment. You can also risk the Satoshis that you've earned in order to see the next question in the sequence. If you do so and you get that next question wrong, you drop down to the last earned amount. I chop that sucker in half like it's Bitcoin's supply schedule. I send you on your way to play another day. Let's see the next slide here, Zara. Dude, I need to hydrate better in the morning, y'all. I kind of wake up slowly. I kind of wake up grumpy. I only want coffee. I don't want any food or water. I need to like fight back against that and practice some self-care here. Speaking of self-care, here's how you can take care of yourself. If you don't know the answer to the question, you can use any one of these 3 resources to try again. The first would be a hummus break. You can see here we have got, what do we got here? This is like lemon dill. Lemon dill is in the studio here today. Let me get some of this right here. Whoa! My goodness, that's got a fresh pickle scent to it. That's what my nose registered. I'll take 28 seconds to chomp down on some hummus very loudly into the microphone. ASMR alert. You can seek the group consensus the same way Bitcoin operates on a group consensus. We'll go to the chatillionaires who are playing along. They'll give you their answers, and you get to decide whether you agree with them or not. Peer-to-peer will send you to our production room on the other side of this wall. Zara and Anna Bevan. Anna Bevan, what is this, Frozen? Zara and Anna Bevan will be there to give you what they think the answer is. And spoiler alert, Zara produced all the episodes for this week's questions, and Anna Bevan co-hosted them So you got a pretty good chance with that resource. You can also chain these together. If you use one and you still don't know, you can use another. Also, and last thing I'll say, if you get a question wrong, but all three resources are intact, then you can bundle them up and trade them into me in order to keep playing the game. But here's the new rule, because we are building this game in real time, okay? This ain't quite Bitcoin level protocol yet. If you decide to do that, you tear away the safety net from underneath you. You can keep going and try to earn more and more Satoshis. But if you get the question wrong after turning in all three resources for a second life, you're going to walk away with no Satoshis. None. Okay? We're ratcheting up the stakes in this live Bitcoin game show now that we are in the age of Suleiman. Okay? I have to step my game up in order to compete with the AI-driven nuclear arms race that Suleiman has brought into this environment, okay? Now, what do we got after that? I think we're ready to start playing, right? Should just say game, set, one, Zara. Let's see what the next slide says for me. Make sure I'm not missing anything here. Okay. Yes, quick shout out. You can play this game. Go to satchats.com and click on the big button that says be a contestant. You can go to that same website to sign up to come be on our flagship show, Sat Chats, the Bitcoin podcast where we chat about sats. I'd love to hear your Bitcoin story. Or if you're brand new to Bitcoin and have some questions, we'd love to answer them for you. If you are a sponsor, Gemini Ocean Strike, Ledin, actually, Anchor Watch, BitKey River, give your boy a shout out. You can go to the website as well, or you can email us show@satchats.com. All right, that's enough of that. Let's bring Candy into the studio and start to play this game already. Game set one is all neatly queued up for her. I wrote this sucker. It's based on this week's episodes, okay? So you don't have to be like my mom and watch 400 videos. You just got to watch 4, all right? That seems pretty doable. You guys just need to tune in once a day, listen to some awesome Bitcoin content that's unlike any other out there, and then all your homework is done and you're ready to win 1 million sats. All right. So I see Candy's, I see her little thumbnail there. I don't see her camera yet. Is she back? She's backstage. Okay, Candy, we need you to, okay. Vamos a empezar con el español. Candy, okay. Yo veo Candy. Candy, ¿cómo estás?
Hola, muy bien, gracias a Dios, estamos bien.
Y necesitamos su voz. Yo no puedo oír. Oh, es el perrito. Zara, see if you can make us full screen right now where it's the two of us. Maybe click on the welcome tile up top to see if it'll make us bigger on the screen so that we can see this dog here. Okay, podemos ver su perro, pero no tenemos su voz. Ya no tenemos su voz. We're going to see if we can get Candy's audio here. There you go.
Hola.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, that's a little bit better. I like that, Zara. Yeah, try that one too. Okay, see, we're learning here. Sat Chats is like a learning hospital, y'all. Okay. Buenos dias, Candy. Nos vemos su perro. Good morning, Candy. We see your dog. Let's absolutely go. That dog, Bitcoin fixes dogs, everybody. Okay? Bitcoin es bueno para perros, pero ya no tenemos su voz. Necesitamos su voz, tu voz.
Hola, ¿sí me escuchas?
Okay. Su hija necesitas ayudarle.
Okay.
Because we don't quite have his we don't quite have her voice yet. There we go. Let's see what we got. All right, we're gonna do a little bit of troubleshooting, but Let me know in the comments what you thought about Candy's dog. Can y'all believe that our hardworking little Bitcoin show is helping Guatemalan dogs recover from sickness? I mean, dude, this is incredible. And I love how many people we have watching. Bitcoin fixes a squirrel invasion too. What do you? Oh, you got they can hear Candy. Oh, hey, they're saying they can hear Candy, but I can't. So I don't know what's going on there. Oh, maybe muting y'all's computer in the production room meant that I couldn't hear her. So try unmuting your computer, because maybe your computer is what gives me volume. We got our big filmmaker Reggie on holiday at Disney World this week. So me and the girls are we're just live streaming. We're just YOLOing out here on YouTube. Okay. Oh, okay. Candy, buenos dias.
Hola, buenos días.
Okay. Ahora yo puedo oír. Antes todo el mundo puede oír, pero yo no. Dígame cómo está tu perrito. How is your dog?
Ok. Pues le hicieron 3 cirugías y sí tenía cáncer. Entonces ahorita nos dijo el doctor que como era un cáncer muy agresivo y ¿qué era el otro? Y que se expandía como muy rápidamente. Entonces ahorita le quitaron todo lo que tenía. Está en evaluaciones constantes y depende cómo siga, él nos va a decir qué más hay que hacer, pero que él espera que en este tiempo no vuelva a reaparecer el cáncer y no le pase a los pulmones, que es lo que suele pasar en estos casos, porque si llegara a pasar, habría que dormirla.
Entonces, 3 cirugías, 3?
Sí.
See, okay. So she's saying that her dog has now had 3 surgeries and that there was a lot of cancer that had spread rapidly all throughout the dog's body. Pero los médicos quitaron lo que pueden los médicos quitaron el cáncer que pueden ver, pero es posible que que tu perrito tiene más o algo así, pero hay evaluaciones, todo eso.
Sí, lo que pasa es de que como el cáncer que ella tenía era cáncer invasivo, era un cáncer muy invasivo que se va rápidamente a muchos órganos, ¿verdad? Entonces, ahorita en estas 3 cirugías, pues ellos le quitaron todo lo que tenía y ellos esperan que no vuelva a aparecer.
Okay.
Pero que sí hay una posibilidad muy grande de que eso vuelva a aparecer. Y el miedo de él es de que se vaya a los pulmones, porque entonces ahí sí no se podría hacer nada.
Eso sería una lástima, pero ¿piensas que tu perro va a tener más tiempo ahora que los médicos quitaron el cáncer?
Pues dice el doctor de que depende de aquí a 6 meses. Si ella no logra, si no aparece ningún otro pequeño tumor, entonces eso significa que ella va a tener una mejor expectativa de vida y que pueda que el cáncer no aparezca de nuevo, ¿verdad?
Okay.
Pero que hay que cuidarla y ahorita pues sí, después de la operación, el doctor la vio a los 8 días. Después a los 15 días, ahorita la semana pasada la volvió a ver y nos dijo que todo iba muy bien, que se veía que estaba muy bien cuidada, ¿verdad? Y que el amor que le dábamos era lo que la estaba ayudando porque él la veía muy bien, ¿verdad? Porque fueron 3 cirugías y la verdad es de que ya anda ahí caminando, jugando.
Okay, caminando y jugando. Okay, all my English speakers here. It looks like the doctors were able to get a lot of the cancer out of Candy's dog's body. It's possible that it could come back here. It could come back there. It was a pretty aggressive form, but it seems like he's doing well. He's playing, he's going for walks. And if nothing reappears over the next 6 months or so, then his likelihood of living for longer and longer increases. So everybody here in the Sat Chats Bitcoin Welcome Center, let's put our thoughts and prayers toward Candy's dog. Let's see if we can get Candy some more Satoshis so she can keep taking care of her dog, because she said the more she takes care of her dog, the better the chances are. So, Candy, estamos feliz porque su perro tiene más tiempo, ojalá, ¿ok? Ahora vamos a ver si estás lista para jugar TikTok next block.
Estamos listos.
Okay, listos. Let's go. We're ready to play. Zara, let's flip back to the game and let's get over to question number 1. Okay, and maybe I need to keep track of the time here because we're not sure if we know how to do all the fancy noises without Reggie here. So here we go. All right, Candy. ¿Qué elimina Bitcoin de los pagos en línea para que dos partes pueden transaccionar directamente? Es A, agencias de custodia; B, terceras partes de confianza; C, resolutores de DNS; o D, proveedores de Internet.
La B.
La B. Okay, Zara, let's show her the right answer. The right answer is B, terceras partes de confianza. Okay, very good, right? Bitcoin eliminates trusted third parties, y'all. That is so insanely huge. It allows two people to transact directly with one another. And like, we don't even know how important that is, that we've been able to regain that after losing it in this digital fiat world. Okay. Okay, Candy, ¿quieres continuar a pregunta número 2?
Sí.
Okay, let's go to question number 2, folks, here on this beautiful December Friday. All right. Completa los espacios en blanco. En la introducción de nuestro programa, siempre digo que los sats son la parte más pequeña de un Bitcoin, del mismo modo que los blanco son la parte más pequeña de un blanco. Okay. Es A, nickels y euro; o B, pennies y dollar; C, cents y pound; o D, mites y dollar. Niqueles, euro, peniques, dólar; céntimos, libra; o mites, dólar.
B.
¿Es la B? La B, okay. Pennies? Okay. Zara, let's show her the right answer. That is correct, okay? I'll make the noises today. Squing! Yay! Manual noises today, folks. We're going to do it. We're going to do some noises by hand. That's right. Sats are the smallest part of a Bitcoin, the same way pennies are the smallest part of a dollar. Now, fun fact, I think they stopped making pennies. Isn't that right? There was like some news article that they stopped making pennies because they're just not worth making anymore. And everyone was super pumped up about that. And I'm sitting there like, yeah, it's just like Senor says, soon it'll be nickels instead of pennies. Porque no fabricamos pennies in America. Ya no fabricamos más pennies. Okay. Candy, ¿estás lista para pregunta número 3? All right,
Sí.
let's show her number 3, Zara. Okay. En español, esta semana, okay, nos encantó el número de invitado de James. ¿Qué número era? 99, 120, 144 o 200.
Sí.
Ok, la C. Candy, eres rápido con tus respuestas. Es increíble. Zara, let's show her the right answer. Es la C. Sí. Whee! Yeah! All these manual noises. Ooh, we just got something, didn't we? Let me hear that. Oh, Zara is like a relentless machine that is getting better and better with the sounds. But my God, that one blew my ears apart. I'm gonna lose my hearing as we learn how to do all these noises. I was a guest on another guy's Bitcoin podcast, and man, that exact noise right there went blasting through my ears and it made me jump. Okay. All right. So, el número 99 es mi esposa. Y en Sat Chats nos encantamos el número 9. Entonces, 144 es una multiplica de 9. Okay. Now, ¿estás lista para número 4, Candy?
Sí.
See, okay, let's go to the next slide, Zara. I'm going to keep one headphone off so that at least I don't blow my left ear, which I already destroyed in a scuba diving accident. Here we go. Bitcoin registra y ordena transacciones encadenando bloques con qué mecanismo? El número A, prueba de participación. B, prueba de autoridad. C, prueba de trabajo. O D, BFT práctico.
C.
C, prueba de trabajo. Okay. And Zara, you got some random music playing in my ear right now. Okay, let's show her the right answer, Zara. Prueba de trabajo es correcto. Proof of work. Okay, there we go. Proof of work. Adam Back, and I was just learning this the other day, created proof of work to try to fight email spam. He was getting too many spam messages in his inbox and figured that if every computer had to do a little bit of arbitrary work before sending an email, then regular people could send email back and forth with no problems. But a spammer that was trying to send 1 million emails all at once would require too much computational energy to get the job done. So this breakthrough of his to fight email spam turned into an incredibly important element in the technological braided breakthrough that is Bitcoin. So pretty wild stuff. Okay. Candy, los preguntas 1 a 4 son fáciles. Muy fácil. Los o las preguntas. Las preguntas 5 a 8 son de dificultad medio. Entonces, ¿estás lista para continuar o quieres sus satoshis y hasta luego?
Vamos para adelante.
Vamos adelante. Gracias a Dios. Let's show her the next question. Zara. Okay. Here we go. This one should be easy. All right. For goodness sake. I hope it is. ¿Cuántos sats se prometen a un suscriptor afortunado cuando lleguemos a 10,000 suscriptores en YouTube? Es que vamos a dar 200,000 satoshis, 2 millones de sats, 20 millones de sats, o 200 millones de sats. I really hope I'm getting those numbers right.
2 millones, la B.
2 millones la B. Zara, let's show her the right answer. The right answer is 2 millones de satoshis. Okay. Candy, es que tú eres un suscriptor a SatChats?
Sí, desde hace mucho tiempo estoy
Desde
suscrita al
mucho
canal.
tiempo. Desde mucho tiempo. Y si ganas a los 2 millones de sats, ¿qué vas a hacer? If you win the sats, what are you going to do?
Bueno, por lo pronto, sería como el ahorrito para ir tratando a mi perrita, porque tiene que estar en constantes evaluaciones. Y nos dijo el doctor de que si todo iba bien en los 6 meses, le tenían que hacer una cirugía porque tiene cataratas, creo que le llaman en los ojos. Entonces eso es algo pues muy costoso aquí en mi país, porque no hay muchos especialistas, solo hay como 2, nada más.
Oh, wow. Okay. Folks, she's saying that if she wins the 2 million sats for being the subscriber who gets lucky when we hit 10,000 subscribers, she's going to use that to continue taking care of her dog, because there are only something like 2 specialists in all of Guatemala who can treat a dog with her conditions. That's wild. We have a lot to be grateful for here in America, folks. But also that her dog has cataracts. ¿Cuántos años tiene su perrito?
Lo que pasa es de que nos explicó el doctor que es muy posible que a ella la hayan cruzado, por ejemplo, la mamá con un hijo o el papá con una hija. Entonces el problema viene de genética porque los cruzaron entre ellos mismos como familia. Porque no se puede hacer eso. O sea, tú puedes cruzar a tu perrito con otro perrito, pero que no sean familia.
Okay. Entonces, es posible que el padre y la madre de su perro fueran madre y hijo o padre y hija. Holy smokes. This is some noticias on today's episode. Part of the reason why Candy's dog may be struggling so much is because it's possible that her dog's parents were either father, daughter, or mother and son. We got some not good mixing of family. That's like animal. We can't even say the word. It's a family friendly. Yo, that's wild. Okay. Noticias. Increíble. La historia de su perrito continúa. Es que tú eres lista para continuar con la próxima pregunta.
Sí.
Okay, let's go to the next question here while we recover from the fact that Candy's dog's heritage may be questionable. All right. So the next question here is worth 151,712 satoshis. La Lightning Network funciona sobre Bitcoin y te permite emitir un nuevo token, enviar pagos al instante, congelar UTXOs o revertir transacciones confirmadas.
La B.
La B, enviar pagos al instante. Zara, let's show her the right answer. C. La B es correcto. Okay. La Lightning Network te permite enviar pagos al instante. The Lightning Network lets you make payments immediately. And I'm telling you, Jack Dorsey just unlocked all the Square terminals across America. If you are a retailer with one of his Square terminals, you can go into the settings and choose to accept Bitcoin. And then I can take the 7,000 sats I have in my Mun wallet, thanks to dropping coins into the Bitcoin well, and I can just tap to pay for my coffee with those Satoshis. And I'm really excited to try that out. I know that Candy is able to buy a lot of stuff in Guatemala with her Bitcoin because they have a lot of different areas. In America, we're still catching up. It's really a lot of fun. There's a bit of a learning curve, but it's totally worth it. It's better than the credit card systems out there. And you need a Lightning wallet to get Satoshis from us if you're playing along in the chat or when we drop a coin into Bitcoin Well. Now, again, it's just me and the girls today. We're not going to risk trying to drop a coin into Bitcoin Well. We're just trying to get our arms wrapped around how to play fun noises. So, Mom, sorry, okay? But I'll do like Dad says when he wouldn't stop at a stop sign as a kid. And I would say, Dad, you need to stop at that stop sign. You can't just blow through it. He would say, son, I'll stop at the next stop sign twice. So next week, we won't drop 3 coins in the well. We'll drop 6 coins into the well. Maybe we can pop another big one for you. But if you're in America or the United States, shout out to Bitcoin Well. If you go to bitcoinwell.com/satchats, you can sign up through our affiliation to start stacking sats directly into self-custody. They give you these little points each time you buy Bitcoin. You get enough points, you get to trade it in for a chance at 1 million Satoshis, like a little lottery system. So, yeah, we'll drop 6, Mom. Don't worry. We'll get you good to go. Okay. Candy, ¿estás lista para la próxima pregunta o quieres quitar?
No, vamos para adelante.
Vamos para adelante. Adelante. Okay, let's show her the next question then. Let's show her the next question here. Okay, vamos a ver. ¿Qué criatura usamos esta semana como analogía de la descentralización de Bitcoin? Abejas melíferas, hormigas cortahojas, termitas o hormigas de fuego.
Creo que fue.
And I'll start the countdown timer here so we can all see it.
La B.
La B, hormigas cortahojas. Let's show her the right answer, Zara. Hormigas cortahojas is correct. Yes. Okay. Mom doesn't know the answer. Sheesh. Come on, Mom. Who were we talking to? Was it James that we were talking to, or maybe it was Vic? Maybe it was Vic. But we talked about how leafcutter ants all operate according to individual rules. And they have like a collective kind of million member superorganism, just like Bitcoin. We're gonna continue rolling through these questions though, because I've done a lot of talking here. I'm in a chatty mood. Próxima pregunta, ¿sí o no?
Vamos.
Vamos. Okay, let's show her the next one. Y aún tienes 3 herramientas. She still has all 3 of her tools. En el episodio de James, ofrecimos $50 en fiat o aproximadamente ¿cuántos sats ese día? 19. ¿Cómo?
No. Dime.
19,500 sats. God, I'm getting murdered by these numbers. 49,100 sats. 75,000 sats. O 125,000 sats. Woo!
La B.
La B. La B. Ok, rápido. ¿Cómo sabes? ¿Cómo sabes las respuestas?
Porque vi los programas.
Porque vi los programas. Let's show where the right answers are. The right answer is 49,100 Satoshis. I just asked Candy, how do you know the answers to these questions? And unlike Suleiman's absolutely monstrous wall of technology that he hit me over the head with like a club, Candy has seen the dang shows and she knows how many Satoshis that we gave to James. Also, this one was kind of easy because we've been between 40 and 60,000 Satoshis this whole year. 20,000 is way too little. 75 and 125 is way too high. So that was kind of, even if you didn't know, they weren't so close that it's tricky. Okay. Próxima pregunta. Vamos. Let's show her the next one. Here we go. What's going on, Fipper? I haven't seen Fipper90 before. Welcome to TikTok Next Block. I hope you're subscribed to our channel for your chance at 2 million sats. You can play along in the chat. You get 1,000 sats for every correct answer that you put into the chat first. Okay, here we go. El año pasado, ¿cuál de estos exchanges integró la Lightning Network en sus servicios? El NYSE, el Kraken, el E-Trade o el CME?
La B.
La B. Okay, la B. Whew, la confianza. La confianza es rápido. Es rápido. Yo pienso que Candy tiene las herramientas de Suleiman y estás jugando con la inteligencia artificial porque estas respuestas son rápidas. Let's go with the right answer, Zara. The right answer is, in fact, Kraken. Good. Yes. Good. The New York Stock Exchange doesn't have the Lightning Network. E-Trade doesn't have the Lightning Network. The Chicago Mercantile Exchange actually tracks Bitcoin's price as a commodity, but does not have the Lightning Network. It is Kraken. Way to go, Mom. Mom, after her slip up around the leafcutter ants, she's gotten angry. She's ready to win. Oh, let me take a minute here, too. Number 40, Anna Bevan, my lovely co-host, okay, is putting together a leaderboard for the Chatillionaires. So we opened this game with the leaderboard for our TikTok players. She's also putting together a leaderboard for our Chatillionaires. So you can see how many sats you've won over time. You guys can play to be at the top of the leaderboard, okay? That's coming up. That's coming up soon. All right. Now, okay. Ahora, próxima pregunta.
Sí, vamos.
See? Okay, vamos. Let's see. This question is worth, how much is this question worth here, Zara? Let's go to the next slide. Is it 350, 360? 390,000. Okay, still not enough to beat Suleiman, but you're getting there. En el short stack de esta semana repasamos 3 cosas que hacer cuando te conviertes en un nuevo Bitcoiner. ¿Cuál de estas no recomendamos? Automatizar tu DCA. Permitirte ser curioso, asegurar lo que compraste o mover tu Bitcoin a autocustodia.
La primera que dijiste es que es en español, perdón.
Automatizar
Ajá.
tu DCA. Y el DCA es cuando compras Bitcoin cada semana o cada mes. Es comprar regularmente el Bitcoin. Entonces, recomendamos automatizar su, su compra regular de Bitcoin o permitirte ser curioso, asegurar lo que compraste o mover tu Bitcoin a autocustodia.
La D.
La D. Mover tu Bitcoin a autocustodia. Let's show her the right answer, Zara. That is correct. It is D. It is D. Now, this one is a little tricky, Chatillionaires, and here's why. In this week's short stack, we actually do recommend that you move your Bitcoin into self custody. Self custody is the revolution, as they say over there on Simply Bitcoin, and I'm sure in some other places as well. You don't want to buy your tub of Ithaca hummus and then put it back in the cold case at the grocery store for the grocery store to take care of. You want to take your tub of Ithaca hummus home and put it in your fridge the same way that you want to take your sats into self custody. But it wasn't the first three things that we recommended. We recommended that you automate your dollar cost average. We recommended that you let yourself be curious. Now, Gara Rant is saying curiosity can be dangerous, and he's right, but you can learn more about Bitcoin. It's okay. And we also talked about taking some basic steps to secure what you had bought. Only later on, when you've learned enough and you've realized, ooh, I need this in self custody, that's when you do that. So that's a little bit tricky there. Okay, Candy, próxima pregunta.
Sí, vamos.
Sí, avanzamos. Here we go. Okay, más difícil, okay. Fidelity es un negocio aquí en los Estados Unidos. Fidelity dice que Bitcoin se entiende mejor principalmente como qué tipo de bien. Bien de capital, bien de consumo, bien monetario o bien giffen. Okay.
La B.
La B. Bien de consumo. Okay. Zara, let's show her the right answer. La respuesta correcta es bien monetario. Bitcoin es dinero, Candy. Bitcoin es dinero. Es dinero. Bitcoin es dinero. Okay. Dinero es Bitcoin. Bitcoin es dinero. Puedes comprar cosas.
Cierto.
Ok. En el futuro, más opciones, ok, de comprar cosas con su Bitcoin, pero ahorita es dinero. Bitcoin is money, y'all. And Fidelity came out with this bombshell report last year that said Bitcoin is best understood as a monetary good. It's not, which is huge. The CEO of Fidelity is an absolute Bitcoiner, and she understands that even though we're using it as an investment today, it is in fact money. It's money, right? So that one's a little tricky. Okay, Candy. Vamos a ver, okay? So let's see here. Tienes dos opciones, Candy, okay? Porque la respuesta fue incorrecta. All right. Yo voy a ver cuántos satoshis, okay? How many satoshis was that worth? That was worth 389, I think. Dame un momentito.
Ok.
Dame un momentito. Okay. Vamos a ver aquí. Okay. We did that one. Okay. Número 11, incorrecto. Entonces, puedes. Vamos a pregunta número 10. Okay. We're going to go back to question number 10. Tienes 390 satoshis. Vamos a cortar en mitad. Y tienes. Okay, tienes 194,000 satoshis. Okay. Puedes decirme, no voy a continuar. Voy a tomar los satoshis. O puedes continuar si me das tus 3 herramientas, pero hay una nueva regla hoy. Si continúas a jugar, no vas a tener satoshis si eres incorrecto de nuevo, ¿ok? En el pasado, puedes continuar con una nueva vida y si es incorrecto, es como normal. Ahora es más difícil. Si quieres continuar, hay aún más riesgo que antes, porque puedes salir con 0, ¿ok? Entonces, puedes tomar los satoshis ahora o puedes continuar.
Ok, ¿y si te diera mis herramientas? Pero decido no seguir, sino que te doy las herramientas y es como que no hubiera contestado mal, ¿se puede?
¿Cómo?
Como yo no he usado mis herramientas,
Ajá.
¿cierto? Entonces, si te doy mis herramientas, o sea, las 3 herramientas, y decido retirarme, o sea, te doy las herramientas y ya no continúo. ¿Se puede?
Okay. Puedes continuar. Y, por ejemplo, la próxima pregunta es, tu respuesta es correcta, ¿ok? Entonces ganas más satoshis y puedes retirar en ese momento, ¿ok? Es posible, pero si continúas a la próxima pregunta y tu respuesta es incorrecta, no vas a retirar con el mitad de los satoshis, vas a retirar con 0, nada. ¿Me entiendes?
Sí, te entiendo.
Okay. All right, so I'm letting her know she can either walk away with the satoshis she's earned, or she can keep going by giving me her tools, but our new rule is in effect. If you keep going and get the next question wrong, you'll walk away with no satoshis. Entonces, ¿quieres continuar o quieres retirar?
Ok, es que mi pregunta es, si yo te doy mis 3 herramientas, pero decido retirarme, no seguir, ¿se puede?
Okay. Es que puedes darme. Okay. Tus herramientas para tener los satoshis que tiene ahora. Eso es la pregunta. Okay. En vez de cortar tus satoshis, es que me puedes dar sus herramientas para tener todos los satoshis. See? Okay. Now this one's interesting, folks. She's asking me, can I give you my 3 resources? Okay, Garo's hooking me up. Okay. Now tell me, okay, Garo, thank you. She's asking me if she gives me her 3 resources and walks away, can she basically preserve the satoshis that she's already won? That is interesting. Okay. I want you chatillionaires, okay, because we're building this game together, all right? Do we want a new rule that says, hey, if you get it wrong, you can either turn in your 3 resources to keep going at a greater risk, or turn in your 3 resources to kind of lock in the amount of Satoshis you've won instead of having them cut in half. I want to see in the chat what you all think, because I'm conflicted. There's part of me that wants to say, hey, either you keep going at a higher risk or you walk away with less Satoshis. I hadn't thought about this option of locking in your prize winnings. Senor, it looks like you are a fan of Candy's idea, okay? Un punto para la idea de Candy. It looks like Renato is a yes, okay? Dos puntos para Candy. My mom is saying yes, okay? Marlon Belisario, yes. Arslan Malik, who is actually Suleiman's shadow account, or maybe Suleiman's cousin's internet access, says yes. Okay, Garrow's leaving it up to me. Appreciate that. Alfredo likes. Okay, tenemos el consensus. Okay, este es consensus. Este es los piensos del grupo. Ahora sí, nueva regla. Okay, si quieres conservar tus satoshis con tus herramientas, puedes darme tus herramientas, conservar tus satoshis, pero no continúas.
Yes.
Okay, vale. Candy, gracias por tu tiempo hoy. Vamos a pensar en tu perro. Y vamos a hablar con nuestros dioses si tenemos más que uno, ¿ok? Para que tu perro puede vivir para más tiempo y disfrutarle de su vida. Daniel wants us to make sure we get as many Satoshis to Candy as possible for that perrito. Ok, nos vemos, Candy, la próxima vez.
Adiós.
Adiós. Entonces, ¿quieres decir algo antes de salir?
Sí, quería darle las gracias a ti y a tu familia por hacer posible todo esto que hacen, el apoyo y el difundir Bitcoin por todo el mundo, ¿verdad? También darle las gracias a todos mis amigos que me han apoyado en el chat, que están siempre conmigo. Y pues solo decirles que si alguien decide regalar algún perrito o alguna mascota para Navidad, que piensen que no es un simple regalo, sino que es un bebé más de la familia y que debe ser una adopción responsable, que debemos cuidar de ellos, llevarlos al doctor, bañarlos, ver toda la responsabilidad que ella conlleva, no solo una emoción del momento, porque muchas veces los dejan abandonados. Entonces, pues hacerles conciencia a eso, que seamos responsables, amorosos con nuestras mascotas y que los cuidemos como parte de nuestra familia. Muchísimas gracias por el apoyo, gracias a ustedes por invitarme nuevamente y pues cualquier cosa, ya saben, estoy para servirles en lo que pueda.
Bueno,
y muchas bendiciones.
Muchas bendiciones a ti también, Candy. Muchas gracias y nos vemos pronto. Bueno. Zara, let's shift over to me and we will close this sucker out. This has been a very good game. I have really enjoyed it. It sparks joy for me to build this game with you all in the chat. I can't tell you how much it means to me and to Anna Bevan, to Zara, Reggie, Sam, Hannah, Anna Bevan's mom, number 79, my dang mom who's in the chat. We really feel like we are building the world's biggest Bitcoin welcome center. And we are just building up a culture and a community around what it means to be a brand new Bitcoiner. And we're chatting about it. We're answering questions that are holding people back. We're producing short educational little shows to help you get in and out of a topic. And we're having fun learning about Bitcoin and testing your knowledge about this show on this game show, TikTok Next Block. I'm telling you, we have got the winning formula. It is so much fun. And a year from now, this game is going to be the highest stakes game and the most entertaining game on YouTube. I'm telling you, because we're giving away generational wealth. My guy, Mr. Beast, who I love and can't wait to be as big as, he's giving away tons of money, but that money is getting worse over time. We're giving away money, but the money is getting better. Just wait until the value of what we've given away grows to eclipse what he's giving away, because his is sliding down and ours is going up. That said, all love to Mr. Beast. If you're watching this, we're here in Raleigh. We're 2.5 hours away from where you live. Come on into the studio and let's chat about sats, shall we? Okay. That's all for us. Let me do a quick preview of next week, actually, while I've got you, because we are really rocking and rolling here on Sat Chats. Who do we have lined up for Monday? Oh my gosh. Okay, Senor Gringo Poppy, get ready for this. On Monday, we are publishing an episode with Nathan. Nathan is part of Bitcoin Mentor, which is up underneath BTC Sessions himself. We, with any luck, will be publishing that as a collaboration between our channel with 2,000 subscribers and Ben's channel with 400,000 subscribers. And if even 3% of their subscribers decide they like us and want to subscribe to us, we will hit 10,000 subscribers like that. So if you haven't subscribed yet, you better do it now, because we could explode on Monday. Tuesday, we have number 148, Blake. He is a dad here in Raleigh whose kids go to the same elementary school as me. He is a pre-coiner, and we have a great time attempting to orange pill him. You'll have to tune in to see if he chooses the sats. Wednesday is my dadgum mom. She's back for her Bitcoin baby update. That's going to be a banger. You don't want to miss number 28, mom. Okay. And then on Thursday, I believe we're going to publish a short stack where number 60, Simple Steve, walks us through his newly refurbished UTX Oracle. That's actually going to be one of the first episodes of our Sat Chats Tall Stacks, which will be in a future membership area of this channel. But we're going to chop it down to size to give you only the really the highlights for a short stack that you can watch now. And then, of course, Friday we'll be back for another episode of TikTok Next Block. Senor, thank you for trying to get all the Simply Bitcoin folks in here. It's a great way to watch some Bitcoin content before your daily dose of Simply Bitcoin. I mean, there's a reason why we started 11. It's because they started 12:15. We're trying to create a Bitcoin ecosystem for all the daily Bitcoiners out there that want to sandwich their lunch hour with fresh, good, clean Bitcoin content. So thank you. Thanks to everybody in the chat. I'm going to see here. I'm assuming my mom freaking won in the chat. I don't see where Anna Bevan has put that down, but mom has 6. Garo has 2. Renato has 1. Holy smokes. Mom is insane. Renato, we are going to get our heads wrapped around Fountain and make sure we're all set up there. I really appreciate you keeping us honest on Fountain and Noster and in the comments of YouTube and in our email. It really means a lot to me that we have satillionaires who want this channel to grow to become the world's biggest Bitcoin welcome center every bit as much as we do. Thanks so much for your time. It is time for me to go have a lunch with my wife. See you on the next one. See you Monday at 11 a.m. Bye-bye. Keep stacking them Satoshis. And